Hi guys, there's your boy Incredible Droid, the only droid with double I. Here is me in Kenya trying the bullet train, the fastest train in this country, and it travels at the speed of 120 kilometers per hour. In as much as this is slower than other countries like Egypt, Tanzania, South Africa, it is the fastest in this country. And there are lots of things you have to know if you ever want to travel with this train. It is locally called the SGR. This is me journeying with my motor guy from my apartment to the station, and I would fancy you to know all the things you need to have before you can travel with this SGR train here in Kenya. For locals, all you need is your Kenyan ID card, but for tourists, you need your passport to rectify you are a legal person in the country. I had the most beautiful welcome at the entrance of this station. My phone was taken from me because I'm a foreigner and I was taking footages of the SGR station. Very funny enough. And this was me trying to play the spy kid, shooting videos while they didn't know I was shooting, and they had my other phone seized. And he ended up in jokes because they said I was too vociferous. I was able to speak my mind and talk about things that are right and things that are not right concerning what they were asking me about. Anyways, it was a beautiful experience. There are lots of checkpoints that I had to go through, and lots of them I couldn't take videos again because of the experience. But all I need you to know is make sure if you're going to travel with this SGR, you don't have lots of luggages with you. At this point, you have to rectify the fact that you have booked online or you are coming to get your ticket in person. If you are coming to get your ticket in person, you have to be there earlier than usual. Or if you have booked online, you have to book via their website, and I'm going to write their website on the screen. After me booking online, I had to get my ticket printed at the station, and this is it. Now, I've already made mention of the fact that you have to go to different checks and the necessity of you reducing the amount of luggages you want to travel with. I was traveling from the Nairobi terminus to Mombasa terminus, which is supposed to last for 6 hours. Now, this is just the third check I had to go through. Now, from here, you are supposed to go up to the waiting hall, which has lots of restaurants. But if you're an economic traveler like myself who love to travel the world and also to save money, you should come with your own snacks or food. I didn't know this because it was my first experience and nobody told me of it, but you are getting the opportunity now. Whenever you're trying to travel with this train, just come with your own food and snacks because it's very expensive to eat at these restaurants. And this was me reaching my connects in Mombasa before I leave Nairobi. And also note that boarding time is 30 minutes before the associated time. So if your train is supposed to move at 3 p.m., you have to be there 1 hour before. So you use 30 minutes to check in and 30 minutes to board the train. And this is how the ticket looks like. It has your seat number, it has your coach number, and you have to take note of these two details. Now, when booking your SGR, this bullet train, you should know that there are two classes of passengers. We have the prioritized passengers who have been fed on the train during the travel time from one point to the other, and there is economic class where there is no food for you and is relatively compacted. People are packed a little more than the prioritized passengers. This was 30 minutes before the associated time that the train was supposed to move. So my train was 3 o'clock departure time, but then we have to be seated in the train at 2:30. So you have to be there 1 hour before, check in with 30 minutes, use 30 minutes to board the train, and then wait till it's 3 o'clock before the train can move. So this was the boarding call. And man, at this point, I was so happy. I would love to be a Kenyan at this point. No hard feelings, my Ghanaian people, but this was one of my best experiences here in Kenya because everything was working systematically and according to time with neatness. This was beautiful. And you actually have to come on board with your own source of entertainment and with any other electronic gadget you have fully charged. If it's your laptop, your phone, your AirPods, they have to be fully charged because there are no sockets close to your seats, and also there are no any source of entertainment. And you should note that alcohol is not allowed on board but is served on board. So you have to buy it when you're in the train, but you can't carry alcohol from your homes or from the waiting area to the train. After finding my seat, I would fancy you to know that these people clean the trains after everyone is seated, and then it kept on happening. Wait, this is crazy. They should actually charge for safari fee because the view is crazy. I was moving in a train and it felt like I was moving on a desert with planted trees and lots of animals. I saw elephants, I saw giraffes. This is crazy. The train was so silent that I couldn't honor its speed, but after bypassing a whole lot of cars that were moving on the other side, I knew, yes, this train was at top speed. My first time journeying to Mombasa was with flight, and I didn't understand why whenever I looked down from the plane, all I could see was darkness. And this explained why, because there were less houses down here, and there were more of vegetation and just roads connecting the main town to the other town. This is the restroom area. It is very small, but I think it's comfortable enough. Look who I ran into. Grandpa was just training throughout the travel. And as I said before, in this journey, when it gets darker, there is poor visibility outside the train. There is nothing you can see apart from one or two light bulbs. We were finally at Mombasa Terminus. We had completed the travel and we were off boarding. Another thing to know is immediately you step out of the Mombasa terminus at the arrivals, you will have an army of drivers waiting for you. To be safe, ask someone you know already in Mombasa or wherever you're traveling to with the train to meet you up and then pick you up, or order a ride, or go straight to where the buses are parked with other passengers boarding. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Incredible Droid, the only droid with double I. See you again.